So the way if it were a time graph and like an energy graph. So this is the base, your base energy. So you denial, and then there is overwhelm, and then that kind of calms down. So you are in a still energized state, but not to the state of overwhelm. And this difference of energy is enough to kind of usually tackle the situation, and you kind of deal with it, and then slowly you come back to your baseline. When the time when the other person will get to know about the journey that you're going through is when you're energized, when you're overwhelmed. Sorry, not energized. Right? When you're in denial, nobody will know. When you are slightly energetic, nobody would know because you are in that state often. Right? Like right now we are energized in the sense that we're having a conversation, we're thinking, we're active. So this is also something that you see of the other person often. So it's the overwhelm is when people can kind of notice it. And that is not the timeline where you're not even in the place of trying to solve it. Right? So I think when the other person kind of solves it for you is they're kind of jumping this phase, so it kind of invalidates your overwhelm. If it was so easy to solve, do you think I wouldn't have done it already? So that's a typical response to when somebody does empathy as a solution-oriented approach. If I could go from denial to energized to solving it, I would have. That means it's not big enough problem that I would be overwhelmed. It's not that they can't solve it, but the energy, maybe for this podcast, let's say, from here to here is enough. So I'm not that overwhelmed. I didn't go up and down for this podcast. But let's say something big happened, and this energy level is not gonna be enough. You have to go there. That means maybe there will be overwhelm. So when somebody kind of comes up with a solution, it kind of, that's this undertone, the reading between the line that happens for the person who is going through it is, this overwhelm feels like an overreaction. This overwhelm feels like a less of a skill. So you're indirectly commenting on the energy. So you're indirectly saying ki this much of energy level you can get to without the overwhelm, which is kind of demeaning for the person who is going through it. When anybody is going through any situation that's challenging, I think there is phases to going through it.